Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the M40 M43, the Tier 8 American SPG. This one's located on the north spawn of Cliff, and it's under the command of Bigger Stickers. Yes, it's one of my replays, and I'm on the NA server, so watch out. Yes, I came over to the NA server because Sophie Line is doing her last live stream on Twitch for World of Tanks, and I thought I'd see if I could get onto the same game as her. Anyway, this is the Arty that was built on the M4 M43. It's got the 8-inch howitzer. It's got a 900 alpha penetrating 52mm of armor and a 10.5 meter burst radius. Okay, so we've gone to the aim straight away. We're aiming for the road running up to the top of the hill. Got a Char Future 4 going up there, and he spotted a T-34-3 moving in position. Ow, I think our Char Future 4 just got hit from the sniper's nest. 2 shells came in from that direction. He's lost a lot of hit points. And okay, I'm trying to get the solution, and it looks like there's a ELC Evan 90 already up there, so I'm lining up for that top bit of the hull of the hill. Oh, I splashed him for 272 and stunned him. Now, will the Char be able to make use of that stun? Okay, he's got rid of his stun, but he's hovering on that top part of the hill, so I should be able to get a shot on him if he keeps doing that, because he's going to a regular spot. And you should always watch an enemy tank to see if they keep going to the same spot. Unfortunately, he gets a kill shot on our Char Future 4, but our friend the Arty in the M53 tracks him, and I think he's still going to be there. Rounds out. And I've got a splash kill. A blind kill as well. Okay, so he's out the game. Okay, I saw a T-34-3 moving into position there. And we've got a Bisonte C-45, and I've got him by the rear. And it's always nice when you see an enemy tank and you've got him by the rear, because it's easier to get through the engine deck than it is through the front of the tank, because that's where all the armor is. So ideally you should aim for tanks which have got their rear exposed. And we've got a 274A there as well. That's a medium, a dangerous medium. Now he's moving forward again, so I'm going to go for the 274A. Rounds out. And a direct hit. And I stunned the Bisonte at the same time. So the 274A obviously took a hit right up his jacksie, and he won't be happy about that. Okay, there's that T-34-3 again. Just keep my eyes on what's going on. Selecting the next target. That's the T-30 saying, "Can you help us?" He's actually down in the Western Pass. Okay, we've got a guard coming in here. He's going into the dip to stop our guys from moving up. So I'm going to try and put a shell in there. Rounds out. It lands right behind him for 263. Now, I should actually be addressing those enemy tanks down the Western Pass at the moment. But I'm paying attention to these tanks because they're stopping our guys from coming around the corner. And at the time, I didn't know that there are enemy snipers up in the sniper's nest at K5. Okay, so the T-54E1 is an American autoloader. It's a Tier 9 game with Tier 8 tanks in it. And he's a dangerous opponent, so I'm going to see if I can put a round on him. Rounds out. Direct hit on his turret. In fact, actually, it landed right next door to the turret on the engine deck. You can see it there. So obviously it didn't penetrate, but it did do a lot of damage. Got 390 off it. Okay, the T-30 is actually in dire straits at the moment down in the Western Pass. In fact, he's the next enemy, and the enemy just lost their Bisonte as well, so our guys are pushing on that side of the map. But I'm still getting requests for help. I see this T-34-3 and smack him because the Caliban was having danger, and I think he thought that that guy was going to go through, so I fired the shell through the arches and he's gone down, taken out by the Scorpion G on our team, who's up in the far side of the map. Okay, still going after. We lost the T-30, by the way. But the enemy's not interested in coming north, mainly because we've got a Hobry 2 and an SU-130PM of our own in that general direction. I don't think he knows that, but obviously he's in grave danger. Let's see if I can hit that T-54E1 again. No, it hits the rock face. So I'm reassigning my aim to the Hobry 2, or it's a Hobry 1. Let's see if I can hit this guy. Now he's a tier 9 Japanese tank destroyer. Still loading. Standard reload on this Arty with the 8-inch howitzer is 44.1 seconds. My reload time is around the 30-second mark, I think. Just check that. 35.52, so I'm not about 9 seconds off. Now I've got a red line there. That must be the towers. And there's that Hobry 1. Now, see if I can line this up. Trying to dial in as fast as I can. Our LHM TV's coming up behind the guy. I need to stun him. Ooh, that one hit him smack on for 383. In fact, it hit the gun mantlet. You can see the yellow stain is right on the end of his gun. So it probably damaged his gun. And I'm getting loads of stun assist off that Hobry 1 as well. Because our team are now congregating around this guy to try and take him out. Now remember, there are snipers over in the sniper's nest, but at the moment we're not paying attention to that. We're trying to take out these tanks that are guarding the way or stopping the way. Okay, the guard goes down before I can shoot. I reassign the aim, going back to that T-54E1. And I see the Conway down in the Western Pass, and I'm dialing in as fast as I dare, or as fast as I can. And the M53 goes for the splash kill, and he gets the kill instead. No worries about that. Okay, that T-54E1 is still in there, and he's hugging the rock. He doesn't want to come out. He knows if he comes out, he's going to get shot at. In fact, I think that was the Caliban, and the Caliban just got taken out by the T-54E1. I'm going to try and get a better angle. Now, the enemy did try to counter-battle me once during the game. I saw where the aim circle was. It was actually right at the back of the map in A1. They thought I was in the bushes, but I was a lot further forward, the spot normally taken up by Talon, and it worked really well, actually. Anyway, moving on. I'm going to try and change the angle on the enemy. I think this is close enough for the moment. Now, first thing to do is have a quick look, because they've got 3 tank destroyers and 1 medium. Now, one of those tank destroyers is probably up in the sniper's nest at the very least. The others might be near the cap, so I just need to be absolutely sure. Our teammates aren't getting shot at from there, so they must be up in the sniper's nest. And we can see a tree's knocked down. That normally means that there's somebody in that tree. So I'm going to put a shell in there, see if I can hit something. Well, if there was somebody there, they've probably been wounded by that. I'm going to try and attack the bushes. You can see the tree's been knocked over in the front there as well. That was the M53, M55. Keep pumping those shells in. The more shells you pump in, the more chance you're going to get of some splash damage. And it all counts towards the Confederate medals. There they are. And there's the Scorpion G. And oh my God, they're all there. Oh my God, it's a little party going on. Okay, next round's out. See if I can get a bombardier. No, almost. Almost. And the Char Future 4 said, I've had enough of this. He's getting out there. And in fact, there was another UDES up there as well, but he got taken out. And now the last remaining enemy is their Char Future 4. He's hiding in those bushes, and I marked the spot where I think he is. He's probably somewhere in there. There he is. Okay, I'll probably get another chance to fire at least one more shot. See if I can stun him or hit him, take him out. Rounds out. Oh, he goes long, but I've still stunned him, and the SU-130PM gets the kill shot. Game over. Well, I must admit, I did feel bad about that T-30. He was signaling for help, and he did so repeatedly, but I didn't send any shells in his way to try and help him out. I got an ace tanker out of that game, as well as a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In this one, I managed to get 8. And I got a Confederate medal as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on my team. And my win rate for the game was 3,721, which is Super Unicum standard. So let's have a look at team score. Well, I didn't get the highest damage in the game. I actually got the second highest damage in the game. The guy who got the highest damage was the Scorpion G on the enemy team up in the sniper's nest. He picked up a high caliber for 4,697 hit points. I got the second highest damage with 3,081. And the third highest damage was the Charfew Chew 4, who got a tank sniper and 2,426. And he was the last one on his team left alive at the end of the game. Well, he wasn't alive at the end of the game because he was killed. When it came to kills, it was shared between the M53, M55 and the SU 130 PM. In fact, I think that was the guy who got the last kill of the game. 2 kills went to the STG, the Scorpion G, and the 2 Scorpion Gs and the Hori 1 on the enemy team. And I only got the 1 kill out of that game, which was the ELC, but that's a good kill anyway, because those things are very dangerous and they could spot our team. When it came to base XP, though, I got the highest with 1,225. Second highest went to the M53, M55. Nice to see 2 Artys at the top of the table. And 912 to him. 824 went to one of the SU 130 PMs. I fired 12 rounds, which is a decent amount to spread the Arty love all over the battlefield. 4 direct hits on the enemy, no penetrations, but I did get 13 splash. Damage of 3,081, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damage 9 of the enemy, kill 1. I did 2,253 hit points of stun assist off 12 stuns. On a free-to-play account, I actually made a profit of 13,535 credits from the game. And I took away 2,450 experience points as well. So, yes, it was a good game. Although, without the premium account, I didn't actually earn as much as I should have. But there you go. Anyway, let's have a look at the end of battle results. I did hit some good shots. That was the ELC. 642 hit points out of him. The 274A, that was a blind shot. 371 hit points right up his rear. And it splashed the Bisonte in the process. He got a stun, but I didn't actually damage him during the game. But it did count towards my Confederate. So in a good way, by actually aiming at the 274A instead of the Bisonte, I actually managed to get 2 tanks from 1 shot. So it worked out okay. The Scorpion Gs, well, I did manage to get 310 hit points off one of them. And off the other one, 294. In fact, it was this one, Sergeant Rusty Bolts. He was the one who was their best player. So I actually did manage to get at least a decent amount of damage off him. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.